I learned to breathe and I stopped panicking. Jason, 36, lives in Bristol and works in a fast-paced sales job. On paper, everything looks good, steady income, nice flat, sharp suits. But inside, things are slipping. Quietly. It starts small. A jittery hand before client calls. A tightness in his chest while walking to the office. He brushes it off, just a caffeine crash. Then come the rushes. That's what he calls them. They sneak in without warning, heat crawling up his back, heart pounding like he's sprinting when he's just sitting still. His hands go clammy. Thoughts scatter. He can still function, sort of. In meetings, he clenches his jaw and forces calm. On lunch breaks, he scrolls mindlessly, avoiding phone calls. At night, sleep barely comes. When it does, it's shallow, broken. Work's just busy, he tells a friend. Quarter's ending, but deep down, Jason knows this feels different. He can't name it yet. He doesn't talk about it. Not with mates at the pub. Not even with himself. Because nothing's wrong, right? He's not crying in public. He's not losing clients. His heart hasn't exploded. But each day, the space between these rushes gets smaller. One morning, waiting for the train, he realizes he's been holding his breath for nearly a minute. No one notices, and that makes it worse. He exhales, checks the time, and heads to work telling himself it's fine, it's just stress. Isn't it? Jason throws himself into busyness like it's a cure. He schedules back-to-back calls, fills his calendar with client meetings, follow-ups, quick syncs. He keeps a second monitor on just to stream music or news, anything to fill the silence. He avoids mirrors. They feel like questions. He avoids eye contact with himself. On the outside, he's productive, responsive, efficient. But the moment things get quiet and the train ride home, waiting for food to reheat, brushing his teeth, he feels it again, that tightening, the fluttering breath, the race of thoughts. So he keeps moving. Someone recommends jogging. He tries it. And for 20 minutes, it helps. His body works, sweats, breathes hard, no thoughts, no spirals. But the minute he stops, stretches, and cools down, it returns. He tells himself he just needs to get through the next pitch, or the next deadline, or the quarter. A friend more observant than he like says gently, "Mate, you ever talk to anyone about this?" Jason shrugs. "I'm just tired, burnout. I'll take a weekend." So he does. No alarms, no meetings, no laptop. And the panic follows him home. Saturday morning, lying on the couch, no noise but the ticking wall clock's chest tightens. His throat feels full. He swallows, sits up, paces, sits down again. "What am I even scared of?" he mutters. He doesn't know. It's not fear of dying. It's not fear of losing something. It's just there, like a shadow that grows stronger in stillness. He puts on a movie, turns it off after 5 minutes, scrolls Instagram, but it feels loud. He checks his emails just to feel useful. By Sunday evening, he's dreading Monday, not because of the workload, but because the quiet didn't save him. It cornered him. That's when a tiny, stubborn thought settles in. Maybe this isn't just stress. Maybe he doesn't need more movement. Maybe he needs something else. It happens on a Tuesday night. Jason lies flat in bed, staring at the ceiling. No emails, no meetings. Just the sound of his breath until it doesn't sound right. It's shallow, fast. He sits up. His chest tightens like a clamp. His hands tingle. His vision goes grainy around the edges. He stumbles to the sink, splashes water on his face. It doesn't help. He feels like he's slipping. In a rush of fear, he calls emergency services. By the time the paramedics arrive, he's on the floor by the door, legs shaking, eyes wild. They check his pulse, his blood pressure, oxygen levels. All normal. Heart steady, the woman says. "You're okay." He stares at her. "I wasn't okay." She nods, calm but direct. "What you had was likely a panic attack." Jason blinks. "But I couldn't breathe. I thought I was dying." She crouches beside him. "You were breathing like you were. Fast, shallow. The brain thinks something's wrong. It sends more alarms." He's quiet. That sentence lands differently. "You were breathing like you were dying." She writes something down and hands him a card. There are breathing techniques, apps, therapy options if you want to look into it. You're not alone. Jason thanks them, closes the door, sits on the carpet for a long time. The silence feels different now. not heavy, just honest. That night, for the first time, he types "how to stop a panic attack" into his phone and reads slowly. And when he closes his eyes again, he doesn't try to fall asleep. He just listens to his breath. Jake sits on the edge of his bed, still shaken from what the paramedic called a panic attack. The phrase won't leave his head. "You were breathing like you were dying." He opens his laptop, types slowly, "how to breathe during anxiety." Dozens of results appear, articles, blogs, and videos. One video catches his eye: "BoxBreathing, calm your mind in 4 steps." He clicks play. A calm voice says, "Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. Jake scoffs. "That's it?" Still, he tries. He breathes in, counting to 4. His chest rises. He holds it. 1, 2, 3, 4. He breathes out slowly again to 4, then holds with empty lungs. His fingers twitch. His mind screams that this is pointless. He tries again. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. The second time, his shoulders drop just a bit. Something in his stomach eases. Third round. He feels that something cracking open deep inside. Not panic. Something else. Tears come, slow and unexpected. He isn't sobbing. It's quieter than that. It's like his body's been waiting for this, for him to stop rushing, pretending, pushing. For the first time in years, a breath feels like a gift. Complete. Whole. Owned. Jake opens his window, lets the breeze touch his face. He keeps breathing. Not perfectly. Not like the video says, but fully. And honestly. His heart isn't racing. His palms aren't sweating. There's space in his chest again. He thinks, maybe it wasn't the world chasing me. Maybe I just forgot how to pause. Jake sets a daily phone reminder: breathe on purpose. It buzzes at odd times during meetings, brushing his teeth, waiting for coffee. Each time he pauses and inhales. Slowly. 4 seconds in, hold, out. Hold again. At first, it feels mechanical. But soon, he notices something. During a tense Zoom call, his chest doesn't tighten. At the supermarket queue, he doesn't clench his jaw. In traffic, instead of yelling, he exhales and watches the sky. Breath starts to feel like a small gift he can give himself anytime. His panic attacks don't vanish overnight, but they become rare, softer, manageable. He begins to feel things before they spiral. He spots the tightness, the rush of adrenaline, and breathes through it instead of against it. At night, he lies in bed and breathes on purpose. His sleep deepens. No more startled wake-ups, no more sweaty 3 a.m. jolts. And one morning, as he's brushing his teeth, he pauses to look in the mirror and smiles. Just a little. It's not fake. It's not forced. It's quiet, but real. Jake still works hard, still has stress. But now, he's got space inside him, and space lets the calm in. One rainy evening, Jake does something he hasn't done in years. He turns everything off. No emails, no headphones, no podcast in the background. Just the sound of the rain tapping the windows. He sits on the living room floor, cross-legged. The window is slightly open, cool air drifts in, and he breathes. Slowly. Fully. He feels the rise and fall of his chest. The soft creak of the floor beneath him. The distant hum of city life outside. No urgency. No alert to check. No pressure to be on. Just stillness. At first, his brain whirs lists, worries, echoes of things undone, but each breath brings space between the noise. And somewhere in that space, Jake realizes he feels okay. Not euphoric, not broken, just okay. And that's enough. He picks up his journal and writes, "I thought I needed an escape, a break, a fix. But I didn't need to run away, I needed to come back to myself. I was looking for a way out, when I just needed a way in." He puts the journal down and lies back, arms open, rain still falling softly outside. For the first time in years, stillness doesn't scare him. It feels like home. Jake's phone buzzes late on a Thursday. It's his old uni mate, Callum, the one who never breaks, always composed. Tonight, his voice shakes. "Mate, I'm losing it. Work's falling apart. I can't sleep. I feel like I'm choking." Jake doesn't rush to fix it. He doesn't throw solutions or advice. He just listens. Then he says gently, "Okay, can I show you something weird? It helped me." A pause. Go on. Jake inhales softly. Let's breathe together. Callum laughs nervously. What? Like meditation? Not quite. It's just a rhythm. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. Hold again. Just try. They both sit in their separate flats, miles apart, phones to their ears. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. They do it again and again. The silence is the point. After a few rounds, Callum's voice steadies. What was that? Jake smiles softly. Box breathing. Found it during a panic spiral. Didn't know what else to do. Callum exhales audibly. That actually helped. Like, more than I expected. Jake nods, more to himself than anyone. Yeah, breathing didn't fix everything, but it gave me space. It reminded me I was still here. Callum is quiet for a moment. Then, how did you learn this? Jake leans back in his chair, looks out his window at the quiet street. I didn't learn it, he says. I just remembered. Callum chuckles. That's deep. Jake shrugs. You can borrow it, anytime. They say goodbye, but the stillness lingers. Jake realizes this. The panic may visit again someday, but now he's not afraid of it. Because breath is always with him, and now it's with someone else too. Jake stands by his desk, pen in hand, and writes a short message on a yellow sticky note. Breathe before you break. He places it above his screen, where he'll see it every day. No alarms, no panic, just quiet. He inhales 4 seconds, holds, exhales, holds. The room hasn't changed, the deadlines haven't moved, but he has changed. His body feels like home again, not a trap. He knows now, the panic didn't come out of nowhere. It whispered. It warned. He just didn't listen until breathing gave him back his ears. Now, when things get loud, he doesn't fight for silence. He breathes into the noise. He doesn't fear the spiral anymore, because when it begins, he knows the way back. Moral, the breath you ignore might be the one that saves you. Anxiety isn't always a scream, it's often a whisper that you've stopped listening to your body. Follow for more everyday health wake-up stories. Subscribe to learn how small habits can unlock peace in big ways.